Hello, how are you today? You all right? Fantastic. My name is Will. YouTube, I just want to talk to you easily about um, the topic of why do we have stress and how to handle stress. Now, I've given us so many advice on stress. All you need to do is to go back to the videos and watch them. But today I'm going to put a cap on it. I'm going to wrap it up. And this is how I'm going to wrap it up. That stress is inevitable, it's unavoidable, it's something that is part and parcel of us. Why? Because it's the chemicals in us. In the time of these of our ancestors, it was this adrenaline that helped them to run, fight, negotiate. And now we're here, they've gone, we're here, and we have to use it well. And they themselves, they didn't have enough of the education that we have today. Yet they managed, honestly, looking at history, they managed even better than us. On medical science, they were not better. But in all many other areas, they were better. Even the cars, when they started building cars were stronger than now. Now cars are weak. Clothing, they ripped. Things that you wear like shoes, they ripped off so easily. Those days things doesn't rip that easily. So kudos to our ancestors, they did very well. So anyway, it was the cortisol, the epinephrine and the norepinephrine that really helped them. So I think we can learn quite a lot from them. They survived, they did well, and they hand the baton to us. To carry, to keep going. So our ancestors, it was that chemicals within them, and that chemicals is still within us. So that is why when we face perceived threats or real threats, that adrenaline pumps within us. It increases dosage in us to either fight or run or plan or whatever you need to do. So it's good for us. There are 3 levels of stress. First level of stress is day-to-day running, preparing food, meals, school runs, so forth and so on. Those are normal day-to-day stress. Then we have what we call acute stress, constant quarrel, fighting with your partner, with your wife, arguments, disagreements, tension, deadlines at work. Those are acute stress. And then we have the third part of stress, which is the chronic one. And that is you are not seeing any way out. So that is where the lenders comes in. Debt management people, lenders that have lent you money, they are chasing after you. The bailiffs is coming after you. Warrants, council tax summons, all those things, they give you stress. Rent arrears give you stress. Homelessness, all those things give you a lot of stress. And you cannot see a way out. And that is what we call the chronic stress. And that leads to sleepless nights, tension, sweating, crying, vulnerable, restlessness, and eventually stroke and premature death. So I said you do not want to allow yourself to be in that chronic stress, or you do not want to be in the acute stress. Those are not the level you want to be. Day-to-day stress is okay, but that acute stress and chronic stress are bad for your health. So you need to look after yourself. Bear with me. So I'm going to put a cap on it. So I'm saying to you today, the law backs you up. The law gives you the backing to protect yourself, to ask for help if you are working or to go to your local GP, to talk to your GP, your local doctor. They will recommend you to charities that will help you with regards to reflexology, aromatherapy, a counselor, psychotherapy. They can also recommend you to food bank where you can get food, and then where you can get vouchers to buy things for you, like lavender oil, lavender bath to soak yourself in. You got to look for ways to help yourself. If you search, you will find. Just go to your local GP, they will refer you. There are different organizations that can help you. But if you sit on your laurels, you sit down and just cry, you're not doing yourself any favor at all. You don't want to die alone. There was a lady, she died, they discovered recently, I think it's in Manchester somewhere, 2 years afterwards, when they discover a skeleton. I think she's from South Africa or something. So, but she's in the United Kingdom. I know also a guy who died, I think it's up to a week. Though there are few people, some people even more than a week, some people more than a month or 2 years. All those are people who are under stress. There's a lady, she was working so hard. This particular lady is from Nigeria, and she just fell and died. Luckily, she died in the front of people. So she was taken to the hospital, into the mortuary. But if she died by herself, she would have got rotten before people discover it. So, in as much as you want to work, in as much as you want to make ends meet, you still got to look after yourself. Because if anything happened to you, you pass away, that is the end of it. That's the end of it. You don't want to do that. You want to live a balanced life. You want to work, but at the same time, look after yourself. Look for therapy. There's a guy that was talking to me, I think he's one of those postmen. He was free to express himself to me, and I told him, I said, what are you doing about your lower back? His lower back is hurting him. He said, well, he tried to just do things by himself. I said, no, you got to go for occupational health therapy, or ask the post office to send you there. If you're having that problem, they will. By law, they should send him there, occupational health. By law, the law says it somewhere. The law says that he or she... Okay, listen to this now. Listen to this. An estimated 3.7 billion, in money-wise now, which is equivalent to 29 working days, is lost with regards to work-related stress. And this is now the biggest cause of working days that is lost. This was a data or statistic that is collected by the Occupational Injury and Work Ill Health, the occupational. So if you ask your employers to send you for occupational health will look into that. You can have you can have company that if it's affecting your health, your work, they will pay for it, to go for a physio or a sport massage. I'm saying this to you because I've done it. They paid for it. They paid for it. I'm not joking, I'm serious. What I'm telling you, I'm not just telling you out of theory, I'm telling you out of practical things that I've experienced. So your company, by law, by the Act of Parliament 1974, it says that your place of work is responsible to look after your health. And then also with the regulation 1979, sorry, 1990, 1990, the regulation 1990. Okay, this is not the Act of Parliament. The Act of Parliament is 1974. Now, this is 1990 regulations. This is what it says. Bear with me. So, your place of work are responsible to make sure they look after your health. Listen to this. This is already law around stress in the workplace. It comes from two key places. Number one, management of health. Your company is responsible for the management of your health. So in other words, they must look after what is going on in your life, health-wise. Second, safety at work regulations, 1999. Safety at work regulations. It places a legal duty on the employers to protect employees, to protect you, the worker, from stress at work. And by doing a risk assessment and acting on that risk assessment. So if they do risk assessment on you, that is your lower back, then they are responsible to recommend you for occupational health, to go to occupational health, and the occupational health will help you. I've done it before. I went there, they gave me the occupational health therapist, looked at my body, touched all the place, my pressure points, and recommended me. And then also the company also sent me to another place where I do my physio. Sorry, not physio. Where I did my massage. Sports massage or deep massage, whatever you want to call it, sport therapy. So don't just sit down and say, well, they may, don't say they may not. Go for it. You have one bite of the apple. This life, you have one bite of the apple. Don't mess up with it. Don't play with it, particularly if you have children. You have relatives, you have friends. You cannot mess up with your life. Your life is so important. I don't care whether the company is going to look at you bad, or they might say I'm wasting the company money. Come on, you're not wasting the company money. Let me tell you something. That company, you went to that company one day, you went for an interview, or somebody recommended you, they gave you a job. You're not going to work with that company all your life. You're going to live there one day. And you're going to be in the society. Society need you. If that company don't need you, society need you. You are valuable, you are important, and you're going to learn more skills, and you'll be better, and you'll move away from that company to other better companies. So don't play with your life. Your life is more important. So I'm putting a cap on it. So tomorrow I'm going to talk to you about relationships. I've been getting pressure now from people. Talk about relationship, a man, a woman, children, the home, what is going on, issues, statistics. I'm going to give you a lot of data and statistics. And don't shoot the messenger. I'm going to give you a lot of statistics. These are current. I'm going to give you biology. I'm going to give you statistics. I'm going to give you children's statistics on 2 homes and single homes, single mom, single parent, single father. I'm going to give you a lot. So you're going to make your informed decision. I do statistics. Overall, I think life is incredible. Overall, I feel ecstatic. I feel great. And I think life is wonderful. You look after yourself. And this is Will. I'm going to speak to you again. Bye-bye. Thank you.